Many of us wake up and start our day with a really good, strong cup of coffee, and Will Hardy here, owner of Vagabond Coffee Car, is your guy. And Will, I'd say you're pretty easy to find.
Thank you.
You stand out. This beauty, tell us a little bit about her.
This is a 1949 International Harvester, and I got it down off of an old guy in Pennsylvania. And it's kind of a neat, funky old little rig. Yeah.
So when you bought her, was your vision for the coffee car?
Yeah, I had the idea in my head for a few years, and I was kind of waiting for the right time to do it. And the time came, so I kind of scrambled and found this, and it's been an interesting foray.
3 months now
3 months
into
in.
business.
3 months in, yeah.
Left your former job to grow with this trend. How's it been so far?
It's been great. It's been great. This has been a really awesome transition, and my office window is fantastic.
Not bad.
And people really love coffee, and they love the car, and it's been really great. There's a lot of people you meet who come up from New York and Philadelphia, and they're spending the weekend here, and they're here to experience the food scene, and it's really, there's a lot of energy in the city, and it's been really, really great.
A conversation starter, I'm sure, too.
It does, yeah. It catches attention, and they got to come over and they go, what is this? What's going on?
So tell everyone how you built it out and what that took.
I'm a fabricator by trade. I worked at the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard for a couple of years, and I went to college at SMCC for machining. So it helped having a former life in another field to be able to do this build out, and it saved me a bit of money. A lot of different food trucks have kind of different ways they go about doing their things, or wherever they get their car from. So this is me. I did about 95% of it.
Coffee on tap.
Coffee on tap.
Let's talk about the cold brew now.
So Nitro cold brew is the future of iced coffee, and the reason is because when you make an iced coffee, normally you got to make a hot coffee first, and then you got to cool it off. So you can either pour hot coffee over a whole bunch of ice, then you get like iced coffee, ice water coffee, or you can stick it in the fridge until it's cold, and then but that takes a lot of electricity to cool off a lot of coffee. And if you're a coffee shop, you don't have many options. Plus, the coffee beans have a lot of oils and a lot of sugars in them. So when you make a hot coffee with the intention of making iced coffee, you're pouring all this hot boiling water on top of your coffee beans, which is cooking off all the sugars and all the oils. And it makes the coffee smell great when it's brewing, but that's what gives you the acidic taste from a coffee. So the future is cold brew. And when you cold brew something, you're taking the coffee grounds and you are soaking them overnight in cold water. And when you do that, you are extracting the coffee instead of like just cooking it into submission. And when you do that, you get to keep all the oils and you keep all the sugars and twice as much caffeine per cup too. So you get a lot smoother, a lot bolder cup of coffee, and it really makes a higher quality cup. So that's cold brew, but then the next step is nitrogen. So for a person like me who's mobile, I need to take my coffee with me. I don't really have many facilities to make coffee. So what we do is we make it ahead of time. I'm partnered with Noble Coffee. They're out of Seacoast, New Hampshire, and they make Nitro cold brew. And after they make the cold brew, they keg it and they pressurize it with nitrogen. So behind my walls here, I got about 6 kegs full of coffee, and I just run it on a tap. It's run just like beer. If you've ever had like a Guinness or a Nitro Porter, the Nitro coffee kind of tastes the same. It has a head on it, it's creamy, it's smooth, it's bold. It's the future, and it's pretty awesome.
Good lesson.
So, yeah, a lot of people come back and they're like super like, whoa, this was not what I was expecting. People say it kind of hits you more from your core. And we don't really know why, but we're going with it.
Well, I'm sold.
Yeah, cool.
All right, and aside from the coffee, though, you're supporting, I see, Red Energy bars, and so you've got some other drinks.
Yeah, they're really awesome. They make a really good bar. It's local. It's all the non-GMO stuff. They also have caffeine in the bars, too, so if you want a whole bunch of caffeine, we can do the coffee, do the energy bars. They're really good. We do have a lot of other options. We have regular coffee. We have the iced teas. We do our signature thing we do is we do a Nitro cold brew float. So I take a cup and I put a whole bunch of ice cream in it and I pour Nitro cold brew all over it. And it's pretty awesome, especially when it's hot out. A nice like cold brew float.
And so what are you going to do for the winter time?
In the winter time, well, through the fall we do different events and we have all the hot options, and there's an ice rink in Kennebunk, and they're looking for some hot options for all the skaters, and so we'll be there exploring there.
So a few more months here on the Eastern Prom and then head down south?
Yeah, feeling out. I'm still brand new, so I'm kind of feeling out where, what works and all that.
And our next stop is El Corazon, one of your other favorites.
I'm a big fan, yeah.
So
awesome.
do you get to kind of be friendly with the
Yeah,
whole
we're all
network?
friendly. There's the other coffee guys. We're buddies. We'll meet up and we plot and do coffee stuff, talk coffee. And then there's all the other food trucks. So we're all friendly with each other. We wave at each other, and it's a really great scene.
Very cool. Well,
Yeah.
congratulations on
Thank
the
you so
startup,
much.
and you
appreciate
know where
it.
to go. Thanks, Will. And now it's my turn for a cup.
Okay.